Good day. Here's your top news update for August 27th, 2024. First in India, Home Minister Amit Shah has inaugurated a new zonal office for the Narcotics Control Bureau, NCB, in Raipur, Chhattisgarh. The new office aims to boost the government's efforts against drug trafficking and illegal substances in central India. Shah emphasized the importance of cracking down on drug networks that pose a national security threat, especially in regions vulnerable to such activities. The expansion of NCB's operations aligns with the government's strategy to combat organized crime across the country. In other political news, former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah will contest the upcoming elections from the Ganderbal constituency for the first time since 2008. Ganderbal is historically a stronghold for his family's party, the National Conference. Abdullah's decision to run from Ganderbal reflects his attempt to re-establish his influence in a region deeply affected by political turbulence and security challenges over the past decade. Moving to international headlines. Rising tensions between Israel and Hezbollah have forced airlines to suspend flights at Beirut Airport. The situation has worsened due to skirmishes along the Israeli-Lebanese border, raising concerns about regional stability. Many carriers have opted to cancel flights in light of security risks, with travelers facing significant disruptions. Meanwhile, in China, the northeastern province of Liaoning is receiving additional disaster relief funds from the government following devastating floods and landslides. The region has been hit hard by heavy rains, leading to widespread destruction of infrastructure and loss of homes. Relief efforts are being intensified, with resources being directed to affected communities for rebuilding and recovery. In sports, Bangladesh stunned Pakistan with a 10-wicket win in a test match that will go down in history. The victory marks a new era for Bangladesh cricket as they continue to rise in global rankings. The match saw outstanding performances from both the batting and bowling departments, with the team setting records that highlight their growing strength on the international stage. Turning to the ongoing conflict in Eastern Europe, Ukrainian forces have shelled Russia's Belgorod region, resulting in the deaths of 5 civilians. The strike comes amidst escalating border tensions between the two nations. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has proposed closer defense ties with India, focusing on collaboration in electronic warfare and drone technology. Zelensky's push for joint development aims to strengthen Ukraine's defense capabilities amidst the protracted conflict with Russia. And finally, a look at technology and diplomacy. The Indian government's interest in partnering with Ukraine highlights New Delhi's growing role as a player in defense innovation, particularly in emerging fields like drone warfare and cybersecurity. Experts suggest this collaboration could set the stage for more significant partnerships between India and conflict-affected countries in the future. And now, here's your top North American news update for August 27th, 2024. In Washington, D.C., President Joe Biden is set to announce a new economic package aimed at boosting domestic manufacturing and job creation. The plan includes significant tax incentives for companies bringing production back to U.S. soil, particularly in critical sectors like semiconductors, clean energy, and pharmaceuticals. The administration is emphasizing this initiative as part of its broader effort to counter China's influence in global supply chains while ensuring more resilient domestic production capabilities. In New York, a major labor strike looms as negotiations between United Auto Workers, UAW, and leading automakers, including Ford and General Motors, have stalled. With the deadline approaching, workers are demanding better wages, enhanced benefits, and protection against job losses as the industry shifts toward electric vehicles. The strike, if it happens, could disrupt production and lead to widespread delays in vehicle deliveries across the country. Moving to Canada, wildfires continue to ravage parts of British Columbia, forcing thousands to evacuate as firefighters struggle to contain the blazes. The province has declared a state of emergency as resources are stretched thin. The wildfires have prompted debates over climate change and the need for more robust prevention strategies. Meanwhile, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has pledged additional federal support to assist affected communities. In tech news, San Francisco's ongoing debate over robotaxi regulations has intensified after a series of incidents involving self-driving cars. The city's board is considering stricter rules following complaints about safety, with reports of robotaxis causing traffic jams and erratic driving behavior. This comes as companies like Waymo and Cruise expand their autonomous fleets in the city, sparking both excitement and concern among residents. In Mexico, authorities have ramped up security efforts along the U.S.-Mexico border as cartels adapt to new smuggling methods, including the use of drones and underground tunnels. The Mexican government, in collaboration with U.S. agencies, is focusing on disrupting these operations while also addressing rising violence in northern border states. This joint effort reflects the increasing complexity of transnational crime and the growing need for coordinated responses. In sports, the NFL preseason is wrapping up, and all eyes are on emerging rookies as teams finalize their rosters ahead of the 2024 season. Notably, this year's class has shown promise, with several young quarterbacks and wide receivers turning heads during training camps. Fans are eagerly anticipating how these rookies will perform as the regular season kicks off in just a few weeks. And finally, in environmental news, new research from a consortium of U.S. and Canadian scientists reveals that glacier retreat in North America is accelerating faster than previously predicted. The findings, published this week, highlight the need for urgent action to address rising temperatures and protect vulnerable ecosystems. The study calls on policymakers to step up conservation efforts and reduce greenhouse gas emissions before more irreversible damage is done. That's all for now. Stay informed and tune in for more updates throughout the day. This is The Peaceful American on VA 107, Thera Radio.